On the occasion of the 74th birthday of His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam, I extend my warmest congratulations and the best wishes to His Majesty. The year of 2020 is a very special one. Since the beginning of the year, the COVID-19 outbreak has been spreading global-wide. Faced with the severe situation, His Majesty made resolute decisions. Brunei has achieved a remarkable progress in curbing this outbreak by mobilizing the whole society, joining in this fight with new technological means. In the fight against the coronavirus, which is the common enemy of humanity, China and Brunei have been standing together, working together, and supporting each other. His Majesty sent letters of condolence respectively to His Excellency President Xi Jinping and His Excellency Premier Li Keqiang. The Bruneian government donated to Hubei, China, with generosity. The Chinese government, Chinese local governments, Chinese army, and the Chinese enterprises donated medical supplies and funds to Brunei. People from the two countries made videos to support and encourage each other in difficult time. The videos have been widely spread and appreciated on the internet. China and Brunei have interpreted the Gongbong spirit together in the fight against the epidemic. I was very much touched by the care and the friendship from the people of the two countries towards each other. Under the new normal of epidemic prevention and control, China is ready to make joint efforts with Brunei to continue to promote the bilateral cooperation and friendship between the two peoples. The Chinese embassy in Brunei will continue to do its best towards this end. May His Majesty enjoy good health and continued success. May Brunei Darussalam enjoy greater prosperity and its people happiness and well-being.
It is an honor for me to represent the officials and staff of the Royal Thai Embassy and the Thai community in Brunei Darussalam in conveying our sincere wishes of congratulations on the occasion of the 74th birthday anniversary of His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. I humbly extend our sincere wishes for His Majesty continued good health and happiness, as well as the everlasting peace and prosperity of the country. I would also like to take this opportunity to applaud the government of His Majesty for successfully controlling the COVID-19 outbreak in Brunei Darussalam. The government has taken timely, extraordinary steps in preventing further spread of the virus to protect all citizens and residents of the country. I especially applaud the highly commendable measures that were introduced by His Majesty government to ensure and secure the welfare and livelihood of the people. His Majesty's graciousness will certainly be remembered in the hearts and minds of the people and further cement His Majesty's image as the people's monarch. As our ASEAN region moves towards post-pandemic recovery, Thailand stands committed to cooperate in order to overcome the adverse economic impact, whilst at the same time remains vigilant to continue effectively control the spread of the virus. I strongly believe our bilateral relations and as ASEAN will come out stronger as we face this crisis together. In closing, I wish His Majesty and the royal family continue good health and happiness. Long live His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam.
On behalf of the government and the people of Islamic Republic of Iran, Salamat Hari Kabutraan Kabawa Duli Yang Mahamulia Paduka Seri Baginda Sultan Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah Muizzuddin wa Dawla Ibni al-Marhum Sultan Haji Omar Ali Saifuddin Sa'dul wa Khair wa Din Sultan Dan Yang di-Pertuan Negara Brunei Darussalam. His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam is admirable as a caring ruler for establishing national welfare, minimizing poverty, paying attention to youth, creating jobs, and also as a peace-loving leader in international relations. The Islamic Republic of Iran and Brunei Darussalam, as two Islamic countries, have good relations in the political, economic, and educational fields. At the Embassy of Islamic Republic of Iran in Brunei Darussalam, we are working to expand economic ties between the two countries with the aim of attracting economic investment into Brunei Darussalam, helping to reduce the unemployment of educated youth and diversifying Brunei Darussalam's economic resources. In recent months, the two countries have been involved in the fight against the COVID-19 virus. Alhamdulillah, in Brunei Darussalam, under His Majesty's wise leadership with the proper management of His Majesty's government and the self-sacrifices of all frontliners, the COVID-19 virus have been controlled. I would like to take this opportunity to invite dear people of Brunei Darussalam to visit my country, which is an ancient land with a history of 7,000 years, verified of ethnic groups with natural, historical, cultural attractions, and also scientific and educational capabilities, and benefits from the attractive, modern, and completely halal tourism industry of Iran after global control of the coronavirus pandemic, inshallah. Once again, I congratulate His Majesty's 74th birthday to His Majesty, the royal family, and dear people of Brunei Darussalam. At the end, I would like to express my deepest wishes for longevity and health of His Majesty and the royal families, and also progress, prosperity for the dear people of the abode of peace, Brunei Darussalam.
On behalf of my President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and the people of the Republic of the Philippines, I wish to convey my warmest felicitations to His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassanal Bolkiah Muizzaddin Wadaullah, Sultan and Yang Dipertuan of Brunei Darussalam, on the occasion of His Majesty's 74th birthday anniversary. In these unprecedented times, the inspiring leadership and benevolent wisdom of His Majesty have enabled Brunei Darussalam to successfully weather the enormous challenges being faced by all nations around the world in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. For this reason, I and my fellow Filipinos in the Sultanate convey our most sincere gratitude and admiration to the government of His Majesty for taking decisive actions in effectively containing the spread of the virus and in implementing a robust strategy to return to our daily lives under what is now called the new normal. We applaud His Majesty's continuing firm commitment towards the further strengthening of bilateral ties between the Philippines and Brunei Darussalam. In the previous year, the Philippines was privileged to have welcomed His Majesty and the members of the royal family at the 30th Southeast Asian Games held in Manila, where the athletes of Brunei Darussalam achieved the Sultanate's most successful participation since its hosting of the SEA Games in 1999. In the same token, we sincerely appreciate His Majesty's unwavering support to lasting peace in southern Philippines, as manifested through Brunei's active and valuable participation in the peace process in Mindanao. We also thank His Majesty for the generous hospitality accorded to the more than 20,000 strong Filipino community in Brunei Darussalam, who contribute to the Sultanate's economic development through their exemplary and commendable work ethic. On this auspicious occasion, I wish Your Majesty and the members of the royal family continued good health, happiness, prosperity, and success. Salamat Hari Ulang Tahun Hari Kapitaran, and mabuhay.